Collective. Let's do a tarot reading. Let's do a tarot reading and see what's up in your life. It's been just constant love readings. Okay, I haven't had a blockage in a while. What is this about? Let's see. It's been constant love readings for now, but I did just see the Eight of Pentacles, so this might be a reading that's just about you and your path. That came out weird. I didn't see any of those cards, so I'm going to pull them again. I'm already feeling a weird energy coming from here. It's like you don't even want to talk about it. There's a cycle, I mean, the end of a cycle approaching. You're about to complete something. You're standing right at the end, and I just heard, and that might not even have anything to do with this could just be a confirmation, buyer's remorse. But what I was feeling more so is getting cold feet now that you're right at, like, almost at the end of this journey, being whole, and you don't feel good about it. You don't feel good. I knew it. It's like, and see who came out after all, but this time in the reverse. So it feels like you've put in a lot of work, you've done all you could, you're at the end of this cycle, you basically completed it, and you don't feel happy about it. You don't feel like, because you were supposed to feel more grown, you were supposed to feel more accomplished coming out of this cycle, and you feel less experienced than before is what I'm hearing. You feel less, like, more perfectionist than you've ever felt. Your standard has gone up considerably, and now it feels like there's no passion anymore when it comes to this, because you're only focused on whether it's good or not. Before that, you were focused on the thing itself, like the art, for example. You did it for the art's sake, you know what I mean? But right now, you don't know what you're doing it for anymore. Connect to your inner child, yeah. And you're going through a personal transformation. It's completely normal to feel this way when you're because you basically have to say goodbye to an old part of yourself. It might make you you might feel uncomfortable being pulled out of familiar environments that you might have been in this position for a bunch of years now, and now you're at the end of it, like retirement, for example, graduation, something like that, changing your job, right? And right now, on the inside, people might not even realize this on the outside of you, but on the inside, you're going through changes, like through the motions. You're going through this recalibration of what is important to you, you know what I mean? And I wrote something down earlier in my diary, which kind of reminds me of what I am reading here right now. Wait, let me find this real quick. It kind of reminded me of that. Discipline really does get harder the older you get, because it's like, who or what the fuck am I doing all this for? Right? You could be feeling like that right now. Look at my pretty. Only dread one day at a time. Take it easy. 1, 2, 3 step, right? Anyway, so recalibration of your inner resources, recalibration of your inner value system is what I'm hearing. Something like you're so scared of this change while you are actively changing. You might be scared of this outer change happening in your life, 0330, but I was about to say your inner world is mirroring this change without you realizing. This could be subconsciously. Make sure to pay attention to your dreams. You are attuning to the frequency of change happening in your life right now. So your mind, your ego could be panicking. It's trying to stay in its comfort zone, but everything is fine. Everything is fine. That's why you're still listening, because your instinct knows that everything is fine. You're just being a little bit conservative with your energy right now. That's the advice I would give you. Be conservative with your energy right now, even if it feels like you can't stand being alone at the moment, because it just makes you aware of, like, these thoughts in your head go crazy when you're alone. You're like, can I even handle this next chapter in my life? Am I ready for it? Have I accumulated enough experience and material resources to support myself through this new journey, through this new path that I'm about to, like, take, right? But these cards show me that it's just you that's worried. You don't really have a reason to worry. You might be dealing with some sort of anxiety, but it's just you that's worried. You're very worried in your head because you have put a higher standard on you than before. Before, you were okay with making mistakes. You were okay with the work you did because you were just proud of that you did something in general. But now the better your work has gotten. The more strict you have become with yourself is what I'm hearing, which is why that's the reason why you don't feel ready for this new chapter in your life. But you are the Queen of Wands. You're completely, first of all, you are incredibly good at manifesting. You're very confident. You enjoy life. If you're put in a good environment, you really enjoy life. You're a very pleasurable person. You might be ruled by Venus, or just have heavy Taurus and Libra placements in your chart. Could be very beautiful as well, and just a very determined person, very very joyful. You could be an Aries or a Pisces too, so Libra, Taurus, Aries, Pisces could be relevant to you. But let's get some more cards from this deck to see what's awaiting you in this new chapter of your life, because it feels like you've been really focused just on your material reality more than anything. Of course, also growing up within 555 on the timer, transformation, obviously. But sorry, I got a call. Let's see what wants to come out for this new chapter in your life. For this new a wedding. Okay, that is a union. That's forever, something long lasting, right? Let's see if it's an actual wedding or just a union between, okay, truth, confession. I was about to say union between two opposing like forces within yourself. So you might be gaining some clarity, like the Sun card could be coming out, an inner union. But let's see, because the wedding card, anything else could have come out literally for wedding. We have proposal coming out. You might be getting proposed to. Someone is going to see the wholeness of you and want to like put a ring on that. Your finances are also going to go up. Any money problems that you have, you will be able to deal with them very confidently. You might have stuff saved up, or you will be saving up in this new chapter of your life, but it's looking good. It's looking adulty. It's looking like a sturdy foundation for old age, you know. You're building a legacy, basically. That's the next chapter of your life. You're building a legacy, and third party like interference will try to like stand in your way. This could even be people from a past life. It's always like that. As soon as you start moving on, old people from an old life, maybe years ago, decades ago, start reappearing in your life again, as if they are like, they symbolize a lesson for you to learn before you move on to a new chapter, right? Let's see. Hookup, one night stand, intimacy, casual relationship. So this wedding, either you will go crazy and you like enjoy your wildness before you settle down and marry someone, get married to someone, and you will hook up with a lot of people before that, or take it as it resonates, you will meet your spouse through this hookup. So it might start out as something very casual. You're just enjoying yourself. You're enjoying your attractiveness. You're sharing your beauty. You're sharing that pleasure for life, that zest for life with other people. And someone can't get enough of that and wants to put a ring on it so they can enjoy that for the rest of their lives, so that you can enjoy each other for the rest of your lives. Between the lines. Okay, and that's the last card too. Hidden meaning, vague, speculate, implicit. What is that? What is that? What is that? Okay, the first thing I was getting, and that is it might sound a little far-fetched, but because you're gaining this, not just independence, but also confidence, because you're very anxious right now. You're not convinced of yourself. You have a very high standard for yourself. As soon as you embody this energy, this Queen of Wands energy, your spiritual abilities, and you will be basically able to read between the lines. You will be able to unveil mysteries very easily by just seeing, like just looking at a person. You will be able to see behind the mask. You will be able to see like the implicit meanings of things, like the things that are basically hidden in plain sight. You will be able to see that very well. So I'm guessing that you'll be gaining some spiritual powers, right? I mean that you need that for this new chapter in your life. So again, spirit is right behind you. This time of confusion, you're putting it behind you right now. It's going to be very clear. That's why I kept seeing the Sun card in my head, and it did turn out to be a little bit of a love reading, but it's more so about you and your confidence and the standard you put on yourself. You can be proud of yourself. You are officially ending this cycle. You have seen the world basically, and it's time to be a fool again. It's time. Be okay with making mistakes on all that. You've done enough. You're just right the way you are.